Hi dear students, I am Vibhas. Welcome to Physics Legends, the place where physics made easy. Dear students, in this video I am going to explain you completely about the weightage of physics chapters in class 11th and 12th. That will be asked in the physics cassette exam papers from 2014 to 2020. Before discussing about the weightage of the physics KCET exam, let us discuss about what is the importance of physics KCET exam. Dear students, if you write the physics KCET exam and if you get the good results, you are going to get a seat in BE, medical and other courses as well. That's the beauty of physics KCET exam. The very most important thing is the exam pattern. Your physics KCET exam is going to be conducted in offline mode, which means with pen and paper. By the way, my dear friend, please take pen and paper and write down the things what I will tell you throughout this video from where the actual learning will start. Your physics papers will contain 60 questions of multiple choice questions and each carries 1 mark. Every question is given with 4 options in which you have to choose one right answer. Luckily, you do not have any negative marking, which means even for choosing wrong answers, you are not going to lose any extra marks. And the duration of the physics KCET paper is 1 hour 20 minutes. Dear students, after writing the physics KCET exam, your results and your rankings depends upon the marks scored in board exam and the marks scored in KCET exam, which means the 50% of marks will be taken from the board exam that you have written exam for 100 marks. And the 15% of, not 50% of marks will be taken from KCET exam that you have to write for 60 marks. That's the beauty of KCET exam paper. And after knowing about these things, let us come to the main part of this video, that is weightage of the chapters. Dear students, you are flooded with lot of confusions, difficulties and problems. This is due to because of what? This is due to because of your improper planning and the way of studying. And before going to discuss about anything or before going to study any course, it is very important to know about what is the syllabus behind it and what are all the important things that are available in that. So we have to think that what is important, what is very important, what is not important, so that we can skip and we can read. So firstly, I am going to tell you about the weightage of chapters in class 12th physics because it contains more weightage than the class 11th standard physics. So I have made a chart by observing 2014 to 2020 questions. So let us take the chart. Yes, dear student, this is the beautiful chart that I made by observing 2014 to 2020 question papers. When I gone through the 7 years of question papers, I found that there are 2 types of questions they will ask you in the exam. The 2 types are, one is conceptual type of questions and another one is numerical type of questions. In conceptual type of questions, you will get the questions related to the concepts which are explained in your syllabus, which means you are going to think and you have to answer. And in numerical problems means you are going to solve the problems and get the answer, then you have to choose the answer, right? So these are the 2 types of questions that they will ask. But one thing you have to keep it in mind, your syllabus is reduced by 30%. So which means you are going to write the KCET exam also for 70% of syllabus. If you do not have the reduced syllabus, I gave you the link in the description section. You can go through that after watching this video. Right. So when we come to the first chapter, weightage, the electric charges and fields. So in the year 2020, they have asked maximum number of questions. But in 2018, they asked only 1 question. So if you take the 7 years of questions average, we will get 3.4, which means in this chapter, you are going to get 3 to 5 questions. Right. So you can go through this syllabus of this electric charges and fields. You can refer the questions, right? So electrostatic potential and capacitance. In this second chapter, you get maximum number of questions in 2018 and 2019 also. Minimum number of questions asked in 2015. So in this chapter, if you take the average, it comes 3.7, which means you can expect here also 3 to 5 questions from this chapter, right? So this is also one of the very important chapter, right? If in this chapter you can get conceptual questions also and numerical questions also. So most probably numerical questions will be there, because in this chapter you will have capacitance and other related some formulas are there. So in the current electricity chapter, this is one of the very beautiful and biggest chapter in this syllabus, right? Because the teaching hours for this chapter is also more, right? So in this current electricity chapter, when we consider the 7 years of papers, it comes the average 6. See, in the 2016 and 2017, we got 7 questions continuous years, right? So and after the 2018, 19 and 20, we got continuously 6 questions. So if you take average, it comes 6. Means here you will get the minimum number of questions that they are 5. The maximum number of questions that you will get up to 7, right? So you can go through that, because in the current electricity chapter there are plenty of formulas are there, relations are there, so and circuit diagrams also there. You can go through that and you can get the maximum number of marks if you work out in this chapter, right? So one thing I want to tell you is you can go through numerical problems in this chapter that you can score marks easily. So in moving charges and magnetism, so this chapter is also very important. So in this chapter you are having some laws, Biot-Savart's law and Ampere circuit law. Based on that you will get conceptual questions and numerical questions also. But in this chapter you can get more conceptual questions. That is the main thing here. So in this chapter, if you take the average of the 7 years papers, you will get 4.1, which means you are going to get 4 to 6 questions from this chapter, because maximum number of questions asked in the last year. Alright, so when we move to the next chapter, that is magnetism and matter. So in this chapter they asked only maximum number of questions in 2017, right? So therefore you will get the average of 2.5 by the 7 years. So finally you will get you can expect 2 to 4 questions from this chapter, right? So in the next chapter, electromagnetic induction, this is also important chapter. In this chapter you can expect conceptual questions more, because you can for numerical purpose you can work out for self-inductance and mutual inductance, solenoid and toroid related concepts, right? So you can expect only, because we get 2.2 as an average, you can get only 2 to 4, not 4, you will get 2 to 3 questions from this chapter, right? What is the electromagnetic induction, right? So when we move to the next chapter, alternating current, so this is also one of the very important chapter in the first part of your syllabus. In alternating current, we will have the AC current, which is connected to the circuits which are connected to the AC current. For example, the circuit elements like capacitor, resistor, inductor. So then what happens to the voltage and current? So that is very important in this chapter. And the most of the numerical problems will comes on LCR circuit. So this chapter have a weightage of 3.4 average, right? Which means maximum number of questions arised in 2018. So you can expect these 3 to 5 questions from this chapter, right? So this is also one of the important chapter for you. So in the electromagnetic waves, so in these electromagnetic waves, you have to work for only the uses of electromagnetic waves, and that's all, right? So the average is 0.7. So usually you can expect only 1 mark question from this chapter. So that's why you can skip this chapter and you can give more importance for the chapters which are having more weightage. So there afterwards, ray optics and optical instruments. So in this chapter also, there are plenty of area to study, so that you can go through the mirrors and the image formed by the mirror and nature of the image formed and the magnification value. You can go through that, you can get the conceptual questions here in this chapter. So in this chapter, if you observe 7 years of paper, so the maximum number of questions asked in 2016 and 2019 and 2020. So finally you can get 3 to 4 questions from this chapter, right? So that is the weightage of this chapter, ray optics and instruments. When you come to the wave optics, right, in this wave optics also, if you take the average, it comes 3.2, which means in this chapter Here you get in 2017 and 2018 maximum 4 marks, right? So you will also expect 3 to 4 marks from this chapter, wave optics. So in dual nature of radiation, so the average that it came is 2 only. So therefore you can expect only 2 to 3 questions from this chapter. And then atoms. So in the atoms also we got 2.4 as an average. So in this chapter also you are going to get only 2 to 3 questions, right? And in nuclei, in the next chapter nuclei, so we got 2, 3 and 2. If you take the average 2.5 will comes, you can expect only 2 to 3 questions from this chapter also. And the final chapter is semiconductor and electronics. But in semiconductor and electronics, you will get the 3.4 as an average, and you will get 5, and you have 5 questions in 2017, right? So minimum number of questions asked in 2019. So in this chapter you can expect 3 to 5 questions from this chapter, right? By taking the average of the total number of marks asked in every year's question papers, it comes in the 2014 39, in the 2015 44, and in the 2016 43. So like that. But last year we got maximum number of questions from the second year chapter only. That's why I made the chart and I explained the weightage of second year chapters before first year. So you will have the weightage of 43 marks in the only second year concepts, right? Finally, if you go through these 14 chapters, you will get maximum of 45 marks in these chapters only. The remaining 15 marks will come from first year PU physics chapters. So dear students, before going to discuss about the weightage of first year PU physics chapters, I will show you another chart. If you see the chart, your preparation will become easy, because I categorized some of the chapters which are having weightage more than 3, and in the other side I categorized the chapters which are having weightage less than 2. So let us see that chart also. If you see this chart, you can get the clear idea on which chapter you should work more. So I told you I have categorized the chapters as 2 types: the chapters which are having marks more than 3 and the chapters which are having weightage less than 2. But for the clear understanding purpose, I made this chapter into 3 groups, which means the chapters which are having weightage more than 4, and the chapters which are having marks in between 3 and 2, and the chapters which are having the marks less than 2. So in these chapters more than 4 marks, we will see electric charges and fields, electrostatic potential and capacitance. In these chapters, you will get only 3 to 5 marks. 3 to 5 marks in these 2 chapters. And if you come to the current electricity, this is the big chapter, and you can expect 7 to 8 questions from this chapter. So this is a big chapter. If you give more concentration and work more on this chapter, you can get 7 to 8 questions and you can get easily. So moreover, conceptual, you will get numerical problems more in this chapter. So work on that part, you will get more marks. So then moving charges and magnetism. So in this chapter also you are going to get 3 to 5 marks. And this alternate also, this is very important chapter, and this one also you are getting 3 to 5 marks. In ray optics you can expect 3 to 4 marks. In wave optics you can expect 3 to 4 marks. But semiconductor is very important chapter. You should work it for 3 to 5 marks. So these are the second year chapters. These 8 chapters are second year chapters. If you give more concentration and work more on this chapter, you can expect more questions, so that you will get good results. So thereafterwards, let us come to the chapters in between 3 to 2 marks. So these 5 chapters are second year chapters. So you can observe that in moving charges and magnetism, you can expect 2 to 3 marks. And this one also you can expect 2 to 3 marks. And these 3 chapters also you can expect 2 to 3 marks. The chapters of first year, system of particles and waves. So 2 years in this chapter, they asked 3 marks questions, 3 questions, right? Which means thereafterwards, you can give or skip the chapters of second year, electromagnetism, electromagnetic waves. So in this chapter, you can expect only 1 question, so that you can skip this chapter from second year chapters. And the remaining all the chapters in 11th standard physics, you can expect only one question from all the remaining except these two questions. So before going to the physics chapters of 11th standard class, so I explained to you this. So now let us see the weightage of the physics chapters in KCET physics exam. In this chart, you can see I have listed 15 chapters. In that, the weightage of 15 chapters from 2014 to 2020 physics KCET exam papers. Right from the first chapter, physical world, there is no question asked in any of the year. This is due to because this is an introduction chapter, so that you will not expect any question from this chapter. So there is no question from this chapter. So then come to the units and dimension. So by observing the 7 years of papers, it gets the weightage of 1.1, which means you are going to get only one question from this chapter. So that question will be a conceptual question, due to because in units and dimensions, the questions will be on writing the SI units of some physical quantities and dimensions of physical quantities. So that you can expect only one conceptual question from this chapter, and move to the third chapter, motion in a straight line. So in this chapter, there is a conceptual question also and numerical question also, due to because this chapter includes velocity finding and displacement finding and acceleration finding. Formulas are there, so that you can find out, and another formulas are, which are general formulas of equations of motions, are also there. So from observing 7 years of paper, we get the average of 1.4, which means you are going to get 1 to 2 questions from this chapter. Right. So then if we observe motion in a plane, in this chapter, you are going to get an average of 1.2 from 7 years, which means in 2014 they asked 2 questions, and 16 they asked 2 questions, 2017 also they have asked 2 questions. So that we can expect 1 to 2 questions from this chapter also. In motion in a plane, you will get conceptual question also, due to because you will get a projectile concept in this. So you can get the conceptual questions related to maximum range, maximum height. Sometimes they may ask you numerical also based on the same concepts. Alright, after that, before going to laws of motion, and I forget one thing. So in motion in a plane, the types of vectors are there. So, and finding a resultant vector of a 2 vectors, and the cross product and dot product of vectors are there. So based on that also conceptual questions will be there. So let's move to the laws of motion. So in these laws of motion, this year they actually deleted so many concepts. So you will get only conceptual questions related to friction concept. Alright. So if you observe the 7 years of papers, you will get 1.2 as an average. So in the 2014 they asked 2 questions, and in 2018 they asked 2 questions. So that you can expect 1 to 2 questions, but this year so many concepts are deleted, so that you can expect only 1 question from this chapter. So that you should have to keep it in mind. And work, power and energy, this is the 6th chapter. In this chapter, if we observe 7 years of paper, the weightage is only 0.8, so that you will get only 1 question from this chapter, and that is related to the work, power formulas, whether it may be numerical question also. And in, if you consider energy, so types of potential energies are there. So based on that also you can get the question from this chapter. And then the system of particles and rotational motion. In this chapter, this is very important chapter. So why? Because in the 2014 they have asked 3 questions from this chapter only. And 2015 they have asked 2 questions, and 16 also they have asked 2 questions. If you see, the weightage of this chapter is 1.7. So that you might get 1 to 3 questions from this chapter. In the system of particles and rotational motion, you will get the questions related to the center of mass and the center of gravity and the moment of inertia. So that kind of related questions you can expect from the system of particles and rotational motion. And other concepts are there related to torque and angular momentum. So that too related some questions maybe come. So there afterwards move to the gravitation. So in this gravitation chapter, you can see 2014 they asked 2 questions, and in 2018 they asked 2 questions. The weightage is 1.2 from 7 years of paper, which means you are going to get 1 to 2 questions from this chapter. So this is also very important chapter. In this gravitation, you will get conceptual questions more after, so that you can concentrate on finding the gravitation above the surface of the earth and at some height above the earth and under the surface of the earth. There are some formulas are there, so in that related to some numerical formulas they may ask, right? So in the mechanical properties of solids, so in this chapter, by observing 7 years of papers, we will get 0.8 as an average. So you might get the question, one question you can get. So that is also related to the conceptual part. There afterwards, we will move to the mechanical properties of fluids. So in this, by observing 7 years of papers, we will get 1.1 as an average, so that you can expect only one question from this chapter also. In this mechanical properties of fluids, you can expect the questions related to viscosity and surface tension or concepts, right? So there afterwards, thermal properties of matter. So this is very, very important chapter, so that in 2014 they asked 2 questions, 15 asked 2 questions, and in 2016 also they have asked 2 questions, and in 2020 also they gave 2 questions, so that we can expect 1 to 2 questions clearly from this chapter. So in the thermodynamics also, the weightage of this chapter is only 1.1 from 7 years of paper. In 1 year only they have gave 2 questions. So you can expect only 1 question from this chapter. So then move to the kinetic theory of gases. So in 2 years they have not asked any question, 2014 and 2015, and in this year 2018 also they have not asked any question. So the weightage is very low, so that you can expect 1 question from this chapter. And in the oscillation chapter, in this chapter also you are having the only weightage of 1, so that you will get 1 question from this chapter. That will be on conceptual part, right? So here also in the waves, in the waves chapter, in the 2014 you got 3 questions and the weightage is 1.2, so that you can get the questions 1 to 2 from this chapter. So if we observe the total weightage of the question papers as compared to the first year PU physics chapters only, you will get nearly 15 as an average here. See, but in the year 2014, they gave 21 marks from the first year chapters only. But later onwards, the weightage becomes 15, 17 and 15, and finally in the last year they gave 17 questions. So if you take the average, it comes that 15.7. Dear students, as I told you in the last chart, when we see the weightage of second year chapter physics, that we observe in that second year part, we will get 45 marks. But in this first year, we will get 15 marks. So that 45 plus 15, it will become 60. So for 60 marks, you are getting the question papers. Dear students, I think you will make use of this video. If you have any doubt, please comment down. And one more thing, you have lot of time to study, because your exams are going to be conducted in August or September. So please don't waste your time. Keep watching for my upcoming videos. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon, so that you will get notified when I upload my new videos. Stay home, stay safe. Bye.